Like he want to be. Yeah, Carol on their side. Carol is giving us fake news. Birmingham, Alabama got a serial killer and or a kidnapper, you guys. Still out. It's not Patrick Stallworth, you guys. The killer has been out. He's been out for 3.5 years. They robbed this man's house when they put that man in jail. And now he wants to spin a narrative. Let me talk for me.
Yep. Can't beat Patrick though.
Maybe I ask you to talk
Oh,
to
sorry. Somebody is doing this, and it's not Patrick. What I get out of this is that you motherfuckers need to stop, or y'all gonna get in trouble. You might as well turn yourself in and get it over with. Maybe they'll be leaning on you. You probably get 20, 30 years. They won't give you life. You should.
Nah, we want them bitches dead.
Well, I'm telling you, it looked better on them if they turn themselves in and commit and admitting this shit. But you might be doing life, but then you deserve that. You get what you put out. You get what you give.
Man, fuck life. Fucking kill them bitches.
Or hey, that too.
What they did to that baby was wrong.
Yeah.
What they did to Ramondis was wrong. What they did to Tony Bass was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you take a life, your life need to be taken.
Yeah, you don't deserve the breath you breathe.
Yeah, life for a life, buddy. Eye for an eye. It says that in the Bible.
Y'all want to fucking paint a narrative that Carlee was crazy.
No, she wasn't.
That girl wasn't crazy.
That's not wrong.
Then y'all threatened Carlee's life. Y'all threatened Carlee's life to tell that she was with a 17-year-old boy and she's 15. They're painting a picture that her parents was so fucking strict that she wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend at 15 at 25. They're painting a bad picture that Carlee lost her mind and went in. She looked it all right at me at work while she was posting at work and still had her watch on at work. She looked it all right with me. She don't look like nobody that was going into no mental breakdown to me. YouTube. But this is the narrative that the fake kidnapper, no, the real kidnapper is daggone spinning a narrative. Mr. Daniel Lee Jelks knows all about Carlee's kidnapping America when he should not know her at all. Hey, Mr. Casaboo. Good day. So the kidnapper of Birmingham wants us to believe that Carlee put together her own kidnapping, dumped her own car, had time to go back in hiding, and call her parents, tell her parents she been kidnapped, set up her own kidnapping, leave and dump her own car on the freeway, leave her doors open on the freeway, like she got kidnapped out of her own car, when the very people that kidnapped Carlee was in the cut going to the house that was off of the freeway. That's why the milestones were so important. We are to believe that Carlee, Carlee Nicole Russell planned her own kidnapping and make American people go crazy for 3 days. YouTube. This is what we are to believe. Carlee is home and safe now, guys. But the killers want Big Mama to shut up and the kidnappers. Because guess what? She need to shut up. Because now she daggone doing too much. No, Big Mama ain't doing too much. I'm just bringing awareness to a criminal in Birmingham. And some innocent people is behind bars for it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Two innocent people Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown was framed by April Thomas, her family, and Vito. Because we all know that Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown was framed. We know that by the paper trail that Vito left behind from the kidnapping of trying to frame. Hey, Miss Dolly, y'all, she's back, y'all. She's back. Carlee is back. But the whole thing is now the killer wants everybody to believe that she was laid up with her baby daddy. That's what the killer wants us to believe. The killer is out telling a story about Carlee, like he did about Dominic McKinney and everyone else. He's telling Carlee's story now, y'all, that she was laid up with her man, and her parents is strict, and all this other bullshit. But a 25-year-old girl is not allowed to date. Her parents are so strict that she's not allowed to date. A 25-year-old girl shouldn't even be living with her mother and father. She should have her own place. I know some people don't. I come from the era when we left home at 18, we left home. Miss Alicia said, we know he lying. Right. And everybody on to him now. Everybody's on to Daniel Jelks now. Just the 3-year-old baby that they used as a decoy for them to say that this little girl came up missing was enough for me, y'all, America. Because they used a 3-year-old to take and kill. They deleted this 3-year-old. And April Thomas is helping because she's been threatened. They threatened Carlee for Carlee to tell the world that she been laid up for 3 days with her man. Girl, if they don't get if they don't get this damn killer slash kidnapper off of Birmingham streets and let Patrick Stallworth out, Daniel Lee Jelks, he showed up at the fucking hospital. They've been talking about she was let off at her mama's house and she was laid on the porch. She was at the hospital. But wait a minute, y'all. If she laid up with her man, what she need to go to the hospital for? Hmm? If she mental, why ain't Carlee at the mental hospital right now? For putting this whole thing together on America's heads. Huh? Because see, they not getting this one off on Big Mama. No, ma'am. Daniel Lee Jelks, thought he had it all in the bag, America. We gotta let her go. Maybe if we let her go and she come back, she'll shut up. No, ma'am. That just gave me more leverage to that. Gonna let the American people know that you did this. We knew you was gonna let her go. Cause you stupid motherfucker said y'all was what y'all was gonna do to her in the motherfucking clubhouse. And we said if she come back like that, y'all did it. So y'all wasn't gonna do it. You stupid motherfuckers. That was stupid of you even there gonna sit there and tell the American people, let your little crew sit in there and tell us Carlee was gonna come back like that. That was terrible. That was terrible. I couldn't even believe that someone even think like that. But those are criminal-minded people. Yes, ma'am. To say a lady is going to come back stuffed with newspaper and her organs is going to be gone. That's what the plan was. But look at God. Daniel Jelks. God didn't let you daggone get this kidnapping over without daggone being sought through. You tried it. You thought you had it all in the bag, but that got thing on nosy ass Big Mama. Got her nosy ass in here. And she won't even shut up about it. We done let her go. We done let her go and she's still talking. They mad because I'm still talking. I'm making sense of this shit, bitch. Because they didn't listen at Cupcake's case. So they gonna listen to this shit, you big bitch. You kidnapped this girl and now you got a motive. A narrative around the story. Daniel Jokes, you always tell on yourself. Because Daniel Jokes, you should know nothing about Carlee. Not nothing about her age of her boyfriend. Not nothing about nothing, Daniel Jokes. But you led us to believe it was you by letting her go. Because we knew you couldn't kill her. Mm-mm. Yep, we knew you wasn't going to kill her. Because all eyes is on your ass, motherfucker. Yes, ma'am. And they was coming for the clubhouse. Yep, everybody in the clubhouse was going to get it. You knew that. You was bringing the heat to your clubhouse. And you didn't want that. No, ma'am. Daniel Jokes did not want that. Because everybody in clubhouse was about to get pinned to your little fucked up kidnapping. All it did was bring light that the kidnapper and the killers are still alone among Birmingham, Alabama, y'all. Yeah, Miss Dolly, that's what they did. He's spinning the narrative now that Carlee is mental, which we already know she's not, Miss Dolly, because Carlee graduated UAB. He's spinning the narrative that she went and had a mental breakdown and put her own kidnapping together, where we already know Carlee ain't did this by herself. Then they spinning a narrative, Vito, because he done a live. Daniel Jokes done a live about Carlee after he let her go. Because all the while he done had Carlee, he ain't spoke shit about Carlee. He can't go talking about Carlee if he got her, because Carlee can scream out. For 3 days, Vito had Carlee. And for 3 days, we hadn't heard nothing from Vito about Carlee. Yesterday, he mentioned something on his live, but he shouldn't have headed his live like that because I'm a reader of spirit, boy. And Daniel Jokes, no matter how you think you gonna spin this narrative and the police gonna help you to get off of it because they still trying to frame Patrick Stallworth for it, you confessed to daggone killing Cupcake, whether you know it or not, when you said it was a mistake that shouldn't have happened. That's not a mistake, bitch. Killing the baby is not a mistake. Birmingham, go get this man. Once you get these two people off of your streets, watch the killings go down. Cause see, the other little killers is gonna be scared because they got the main ones. They got the big honchos that's calling the shots. Yes, ma'am. That's all they do is sit on Clubhouse and plot kidnappings and sinister acts. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, and the world is knowing it today. They have told so many crimes inside a clubhouse that is unreal. Where the person was sitting when that person got shot in the back of the car. Where this person was when they ran up on him at the gas station. Vito know it all, y'all, because Vito caused these criminal little niggas to go down for his ass. There's a lot of young men right now doing time for Two Guns Vito, Daniel Jelks. And the system knows it. It's like they work with him or something. It's like, okay, we know he's a narc, but go find somebody else to daggone do y'all's jobs for y'all. Because Daniel Jelks is not it. Daniel Jelks need a needle in his arm. Daniel Jelks need to be dead for what he did to Cupcake McKinney. Period. Daniel Jelks need to be dead for what he done to Ramondis and Tony Bass. Yes, ma'am. And I'm going to continue to say that. If y'all follow Daniel Jelks, Two Guns Easy, or whatever, you'll see what kind of criminal, what kind of crazy person this imbecile is. He's crazy. He tells all the crimes. He knows everybody who got diseases, who got herpes, who got AIDS. He knows where you work at. He knows all of this. He's a criminal. He's a criminal. He finds out all of this stuff on you guys because he got his little peons that's running with him. Yeah, Big Day, all of them that was with him last night. They was a part of this crime. Better believe it. If you hang with VZ, you were part of the crimes that VZ do. Yes, ma'am. Even being his girlfriend, you had to know that he called the shot to go and kidnap that girl. Even if Vito didn't dag or put his hands on it or anything, Vito know he called the shot. Because I was told from Birmingham that Vito was gonna let this girl go because you on him, Big Mama. He gonna let her go. You're on him, Big Mama. When you told about the where is the Amber Alert and the daggone parents to this baby, the news didn't switch it over. The killer switched it over that it was a munchkin. You guys. A munchkin from the Wizard of Oz stole Carlee. This is what the American people been told. So they think we're not going to stay on the fact that she's back? Yes, she's back. But now we got to find the killers. Now we got to zoom in on who did this to Carlee. See, they want to get rid of and they want you to shut up. They want you to talk about it. But see, he thought if he let her go, Big Mama, shut up. No, ma'am, you just gave me more light and more fuel to the light to let the world know that Daniel Jelks is the serial killer and kidnapper of Birmingham, Alabama. And hold on, Mobile, because one thing we do know, whatever Nolan does, Vito knows about it. So no, Vito knew that Nolan had that little girl from Mobile, Alabama, all this time. Mm. And her name just happened to be, her nickname just happened to be Carlee. Her nickname that they called her was Carlee. But her real name is Anaya Nowden. Put the crimes together, y'all. The names together, all of that. Vito is the killer and kidnapper of Birmingham, Alabama. I'm telling y'all who it is. He played a sick game on all of us for 3 days. On his birthday, he kidnapped Carlee. On his birthday, you kidnapped this girl or had her kidnapped. And then you called the shots on the little peons that did this for you. And then you had bragging rights. Because now you out here on live talking about your crime. Laughing at it everybody. Daniel Jelks, Two Guns Easy. You done killed Tony. You done killed Ramondas. You done killed Honcho. And then you tried to do Carlee. Paint a bad narrative that this young lady, her mama and them is so strict. A 25-year-old woman, that her mama and them so strict that she can't even date. She got to sneak away from home, cause all of this mess in the city, a search and rescue team, all the dogs, all the money that the city put up, just like they did for Cupcake. And he's sitting around here laughing, waiting for the right time to strike a video about this crime. Two Guns VZ Daniel Jelks. You a dirty bitch. You a dirty bitch and you played a real bad dirty game that let the world know that Patrick couldn't have never put this damn kidnapping together. You you got to be a sick bastard. See, you got away with Tony, you got away with Ramondas, you got away with Honcho, you got away with Cupcake. But you won't get away with Carlee. It's too coincidental that this very person is kidnapping and torturing and killing and dumping people and burning some of them. Yes, ma'am. They tried to burn Ramonda's up. Revelations is revealing your dirty deeds. He expected us to follow the yellow brick road. Come on now, Miss Dolly. He sure expected us to follow the yellow brick road with this little munchkin story. First, a 3-year-old baby. Y'all already took a 3-year-old baby. Why would you even put a 3-year-old baby on the freeway? You dumb motherfucker. And then tell the story and tell the news and have the news putting this shit out here. Because the killer is the only one that could have been communicating with Carol Robinson for Carol Robinson to put this news out here. What other daggone news anchor told that story about a munchkin? Who told the story about a munchkin? Carol Robinson? So we got a dirty anchor named Carol Robinson in the story that works with criminals. That works with Cupcake's criminal. She told a lie about all the stuff that April and them told Carol Robinson. See, they got to get Carol Robinson because Carol Robinson can paint the story of the criminals that she worked with the way that they want her to tell the story. Carol Robinson told the story of April Thomas. That's the reason why they was convinced. And I'm going to tell it because the Lord don't make no daggone mistakes. Carol Robinson is a dirty anchor. And Carol Robinson gave the world what the mother wanted to give the world about her story, about her baby. See, I told y'all Carlee's story was going to bring stuff out. Y'all shouldn't have played this dirty game on America again. Because we just flashed back at what happened to Cupcake and Naya and Ramondas and Tony and all the other people that you done put in the spirit, motherfucker. That's all it did for me. Everything that happened to Anaya happened in Cupcake case. I mean Carlee. Carlee. And I don't know why Anaya keep popping up out my mouth. I don't. Because I don't know this little girl's story. I never followed it. Because I already knew Anaya was going to be gone. That's just my spirit. And I told him that. Leave me alone about Anaya. She's not here. And I left it at that. And they wouldn't ran with it. I don't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear about Anaya. Because Anaya's story wasn't my story. But obviously, Anaya knows something because Anaya keep popping out of my mouth about Carlee. I'm talking about Carlee, but Anaya keeps popping out. So see, Daniel Jokes, what you did was lead us to your dirt. Yeah, Daniel Jokes. Daniel Lee Jelks of Birmingham, Alabama, killed the mayor's nephew, got away with that. And we really don't know how you fucking got away with that, but you did. Because you planted evidence and you moved the body after you killed this young man off of your porch. Because if he was robbing you on your porch, his body should have still been on your porch. Daniel Jokes. And you probably called Carol. We need to find out if Carol Robinson is the one that's telling all of this fake news. Did she even give the story on what's his name? See, because the spirit's gonna bring you out, Carol Robinson. One thing about spirit gonna call you out. If you're a bad anchor, if you're a bad DA, if you're a bad district attorney, a lawyer, a judge, spirit gonna bring y'all down. So you thought if you let Carlee go, Big Mama was gonna shut up? No, ma'am. Because Big Mama got to make sense of this shit that's going on in Birmingham. Because I have an assignment to slay some demons from the Lord. See, each one of y'all stories that done came out within the past few months leads back to you two criminals. Daniel Jelks, Daniel Lee Jelks, and Nolan Moore. What a coincidence. Nolan Moore's all three baby mamas gone. One in jail for killing one baby mama, and the other in jail because Vito called the hit for the white girl to shoot his other baby mama in the head. Yes, ma'am. Daniel jokes. They called me from Birmingham, Alabama about you. See, you said you fed Ramondas to the hogs. No, I believe that Ramondas is in one of y'all's backyards. Yes, ma'am. I believe they need to get some cadaver dogs out there in these houses. Because Daniel jokes, the Spears is bringing you out, boy. When you was by that freeway, you let us know. Your daggone went to a certain mile mark in the freeway. So we know it's you. We know that your girlfriend people live by a freeway. Yes, ma'am. Where there's a pool in the backyard, because always the big homes are by freeways. Daniel jokes. Yes, ma'am. Daniel jokes wants Big Mama to shut up because guess what? I am. I am. And you're going to make me be. You are the serial killer and kidnapper in Birmingham. Once they get you in Nolan, Birmingham can live again. Period. Point blank. Y'all masterminds on these crimes. But would you let me know right then and there, yeah, 3 days ago, a killer and kidnapper is still at large. And it ain't Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown, America. Because they did not do those heinous things that the police said that Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown did to this baby. And I got proof on that. Oh, yes, ma'am. They lied on Patrick Stallworth. But God is a good God, and God ain't going to let y'all continue to lie on these people because proof is in the pudding. The autopsy and the daggone toxicology reads as such. You dirty dog. Y'all lied, and the police look corrupt in the motherfucker. For y'all to sit here and lie on Patrick Stallworth, knowing y'all the main ones that kidnapped and killed this little girl. An innocent man is behind bars because the mother of April Thomas is playing under the killers of her baby and kidnappers of her baby. They made a mistake now, y'all. House their bodies, but made a mistake. But you want to sit up here and act like the world don't know what y'all did to Cupcake. Well, let me just let the world hear. Let me let y'all hear what Daniel Jokes did to Cupcake McKinney and April Thomas, her own mother. April, hadn't you never even got with them people, we would never ever believe that you had anything to do with your own baby's kidnapping. But Vito, when you played up under him after the baby father told us that they did this to his baby, you played under them. And Vito, you guys sell dope. You sell pills, VDC. Undefeated V's that sell dope. That's why Undefeated V's was on two monitors. Because Vito sells meth. Yes, ma'am. His Snapchat proved when he got out of jail, he had some kind of pills that he had on his Snapchat that he was trying to sell. So we do know that Vito was in trouble for selling meth and an elixir drug, which is a liquid drug, was put in his baby's system. Y'all worked around trying to say Derek Brown was on methamphetamines, which we all know, America, that people that's high don't got time to go mess with no kids. They trying to enjoy their high. And Patrick Stallworth was supposed to have these kind of pills. So how do we know that you guys, the kidnappers, didn't go inside of Patrick and them house when the police arrested Patrick and them, you guys? We know they don't call to close up your house, lock your doors. No, They were arrested. Them people went in their house. They stole everything that Patrick Stallworth and them ever owned in their life. Okay. Then we got April Thomas's little cousin telling us that they led the police to Patrick Stallworth. So now we are understanding that April Thomas was definitely a part of her own child's demise, deletion, and dumping. That is the reason why the cousins and them was saying that we out here searching in Woodside, which was very strange because why would y'all be looking in Woodside with black gloves on for a baby that is not deleted, family? Why are y'all even in gloves looking for a baby that even was kidnapped or walked away? Did the family already know the cupcake was already deleted? That's why they had on gloves, because the family knew that they were going to find a dead baby? Hmm. Because they all planned this. They all had a part in her, but they tried to frame Patrick Stallworth. Listen at this, y'all. They Birmingham police told us this baby was sexually abused by Patrick Stallworth. Can y'all imagine being put in prison and men are raping you because you've been told by some false news people that you got this false news from the mother and you got this false news from the killer, and they took and ran with this story to Carol Robinson. Listen, y'all.
Cupcake was alive when she ingested the drugs. God said he could not say what effect the drug had on Cupcake, but concluded.
Let's go back to the beginning of this, y'all, so y'all can hear what this dirty Daniel Jokes and April Thomas did to her own child and framed Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown for this shit. They put one spot on Derek Brown and Patrick Stallworth's bed that didn't even correspond with their DNA. Of course, their DNA is going to be on a sheet that they slept on and they fucked on. Excuse my language, anybody. But here we go. Once they arrested Patrick Stallworth and Derek Brown, the ones that did this to Carlee went into play. Hey, the OK Lounge. Good day. Hi to all my girls that's entering the room. Thank you for all for hitting the like button, because that's how we got to keep this algorithm going, girls. Yes, 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 yes. Good day to all of my queens. Happy Sunday to you. We're exposing a killer and a kidnapper in Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, so here we go, y'all. Carlee's story was going to bring out Cupcake's story, Anaya's story, Tony Bass's story, Ramonda's story, and Honcho's story, and anybody else's story that's been a victim of Daniel Lee Jelks and Nolan Moore. Yes, sir. And Carlee. Both Carleys. The little Carlee that shot the baby daddy. It's motive behind why all three baby mothers is gone. America. And America sees it and knows it. Motive behind why April Thomas is hiding behind the killers of her baby. Because the same person that is spinning the narrative that Carlee was laid up in the hotel with her man for 3 damn days while people were searching for her, while people was putting up money for her, got the American people sitting on edge of their chairs to find out if Carlee is going to be done like they said she was going to be done in Clubhouse. The American people at very well has ventured another kidnapping of Cupcake Another kidnapping of Anaya. Another kidnapping of Ramondis. Another kidnapping of Tony Bass. Honcho. Just different people, y'all. He's the serial killer and hurt everyone in Birmingham, Alabama. Families are crying, but yet they got Patrick Stallworth locked up. Family. Patrick Stallworth is locked up because Daniel Jelks decided to play a kidnapping game that went wrong with Cupcake, like he played on Carlee last 3 days. See, Daniel Jelks, the same crime, just different people. And when you threw the family off, you threw the police off so you can dump her, so that you can dump Carlee. Thank God she's alive. Thank God she did not go back home to her family dead. Because Big Mama been on Daniel Jelks and his little minions the whole kidnapping of Carlee. Carlethia Carlee Nicole Russell. Daniel Jelks thought it was funny, like he did all over Birmingham. He had everybody running all over Birmingham looking for Cupcake. She over here. So, see, this case is just like Cupcake's, just a different person. While they were sending the police on a goose chase through the city of Birmingham through Cupcake's case, they were trying to dump Cupcake. Yes, ma'am. So they sent the police on a goose chase over to Dominic baby mama house to try to frame him and Parlisha. Yes, ma'am. See, Daniel Jelks, I've been on you since the Cupcake case. I've been on you since they told me you fed Mermandus to the fucking hogs, bitch. She said, love from the USA at Dolly. Yes, Miss Dolly, because she calling all the way from London. We love you, Miss Dolly. Miss Dolly, you been riding with Big Mama this whole thing. And I love my queens and my demon slayers. Because see, one thing about Big Mama, I'm a demon slayer. I come to slay you demons. You know, Mr. Avondale said he come to kill you demons. I'm coming to slay you demon. Yes, ma'am. See, y'all did some heinous things to Cupcake McKinney. And look at the killer. He like, we sent her back. Or no, he didn't say we sent her back. She back now. Why you still talking? Because America need to know that the same man that kidnapped Carlee kidnapped Cupcake. And maybe even Anaya. Even Anaya. Because, baby, let me tell you something. When they get you for all these crimes that you thought you done got away with, you thought I was on your ass, bitch. Big Mama been on your ass since I heard about Carlee. Thank you, Birmingham. Thank you, Birmingham. Because y'all knew I wasn't going to shut up. And I ain't going to shut up until they dad going to get this killer and kidnapper off of Birmingham streets and let go of Patrick Stallworth. Because Patrick Stallworth didn't do this to Cupcake McKinney. Vito Daniel Jelks, Daniel Lee Jelks, and or the mother, it was a mistake. The confession of a killer. It was a mistake that they killed Cupcake. Wow. How do you mistakenly kill a baby? Unless you had a premeditated kidnapping to go. Going on like you did last night. Daniel Jelks, I hope they get you today. I hope they burn you to a crisp. Daniel Jelks. Your name gonna ring all over Birmingham now, bitch. For all the crimes you done caused. All of these people weeping and whining about their loved ones. Oh yeah, Daniel jokes. We on to you, bitch. We on to you. We been on you. But for you to daggone put this crime together and think you was gonna get away with it, and then sit in Clubhouse and talk about what y'all was gonna do to her, if she come back like that, y'all know the people in Clubhouse did it. So they gotta bring her back. Cause this was the daggone plan, was to degut her, sell her organs. Oh yeah, y'all said it. Y'all said it in Clubhouse. But Big Mama was on the damn case, bitch. We been on the case, Daniel Jelks. Sue me, bitch. Sue me, bitch. Cause all this shit that I got about you, Daniel, from reminders all the way down to daggone cupcake, Tony Bass. Oh yeah, motive for Tony Bass not being here is because he didn't invite you to that club. Oh yes, ma'am. Okay, lounge. Yes, ma'am. YouTube. Daniel Jelks put this whole crime together on Carlee. And now he's spinning the narrative that Carlee made America people believe that Carlee would sleep in a hotel with a man for 3 days. 3 days. This is what Daniel Jelks want America to believe. And got the news people, Miss Carol Robinson, telling this fake ass shit. Miss Carol Robinson told the fake ass news about Cupcake. Miss Carol Robinson is a dirty anchor that gives out dirty news. And Miss Carol Robinson get the news from Miss April Thomas and ran with that story. Because this is what the killer told April Thomas to say. Oh, we all done seen April Thomas's real killer of her baby coming to her car. That wasn't Patrick Stallworth, y'all. America, that was not Patrick Stallworth. And even if these people was threatening April's life, April could have went to the FBI about her baby. But April Thomas spent a dirty story around the whole system and gave it to Carol Robinson. And this is the reason why all the story about Cupcake was mixed up, lied. Because guess what? The mama told the news, and everybody believed that the news people just telling the truth. But the news people can only get from the killer and the kidnappers their crime. So the mother told Carol Robinson all of the lie that she told to the news. And from one news station to the next, Carol Robinson was a plague throughout every fucking news station with her fake ass news working with the criminals of Birmingham. hmm This is why we was believed that Cupcake was raped and she wasn't, y'all. Because the mother told this lie. Her and her premeditated killer that killed her baby on accident. Premeditated all of this shit to tell the news. Can y'all believe the plague that Carol Robinson allegedly told all of this shit to American people? For us to believe everything that the mother told her was supposed to be true when the mother was working with the criminals all along. That's why Vito could daggone get out here and make a song about a premeditated kidnapping on a daddy. Yes, ma'am. See, everything that happened, it happened for a reason, y'all. Two Gun V's, Daniel Jelks may have helped with the deletion of Phuket as well and try to blame it on somebody else. Spirit don't lie. Spirit don't lie. See, something is fishy. Phuket lost his life because somebody premeditated a kidnapping on Phuket. See, these people is coming, their spirits is coming. So that if y'all hear me just throw out somebody, it's the spirits coming. I know nothing about Phuket, but Phuket, while I'm talking about Daniel Jokes, just jumped up here too. So Daniel Jokes, did you have your hands in on Phuket's death too? Because it's all premeditated. It's all organized. People, we are dealing with a killer, a serial killer in Birmingham. And they're dumping bodies and burning people up and killing little babies and setting up robberies, saying people killed this person when you killed that boy all along and you got away with it. They should have burned you when you daggone killed Ralph. See, Vito, you showed yourself to the world when you came out to the hospital about Carlee. You should have shut your mouth. You should have stayed your ass at home. Because guess what? You can't get you to move out the house to go to take your woman to go eat. You can't take your woman to go do nothing. You said that with your own very mouth. Thank y'all so much. I ain't have to tell y'all to hit that like button in here today. Because y'all hitting that motherfucker. Yes, ma'am. Big Mama don't have to tell nobody to hit the like button. Y'all on that, like y'all hitting, it's more people. Boy, baby, America. No, ma'am, Big Mama ain't gonna shut up about this crime. Because we gotta find out who the serial killer and the kidnapper is of Birmingham. Because it definitely ain't Patrick Stallworth. No, ma'am. It definitely ain't Patrick Stallworth. Patrick Stallworth did not burn up Ramonda's, dump his car. These are the things that Vito do. Didn't they just dump this girl's car? They dumped her car. They made her take her wig off, her watch, because it was a smart watch. They made her take off her phone and leave it there at the day. Girl, then they took the girl's car and bought it back and dropped it on the freeway like she had done dropped her own car on the freeway. Daniel Jelks, you and your little peons. Your game is over, Daniel Jelks. You the killer. You the serial killer of Birmingham, Alabama. And I'm going to tell you who you killed because the spirits don't lie. Ramondas, Tony Bass, Honcho, Cupcake. Is and up he came to me again. Phuket. It's 5 deaths unsolved. Nobody know who did it. Oh, I know who did it. Big Mama know who did it. Because your crimes are serial crimes. Just different people. Honcho dumped in the river. You know why you did, Honcho? I'm giving you a motive why you did all of these people, you bitch. Honcho was getting signed. You was jealous. You asked Honcho, could you suck his dick for a premiere? Excuse me, anybody in here with sensitive ears. And because Honcho wouldn't let you premiere on his shit, you killed Honcho. You dirty bitch. Tony Bass, motive for him. He didn't let you come to the premiere of all the rappers in the city. Nobody wants your raggedy ass music on the damn stage. You killed him because you was mad. Oh, it ain't gonna go down if Tony Bass ain't there. But Carlos was promoting the shit anyways. hmm Mhm. Motive for that. Motive for Ramonda's. You was jealous. Ramonda's about to expose the fact that you are a punk. Gay. You like dick in your butt. Your G spot is in your ass. Can't nobody do nothing with you but a nigga. So you want to put everybody out that they gay, they punks, they do this and they do that. But your G spot in your butt. And this very punk that you called out wasn't in the closet, was about to expose you and Nolan for being gay. Motive for why you did this to remind us, you dirty bitch. Cupcake McKinney. Motive for her. You was mad at the baby daddy. And you and the mama went in and made a daggone dirty ass fucking kidnapping up. That went wrong. You dirty bitch. You hear me, you dirty bitch? You don't like me because you been red. You did Pookat. You sent the hit for Pookat. I'm coming, Pookat. Pookat, don't you start your mess in here today. I'm coming. You did Pookat because you was jealous and mad at Tootie. Hmm. So you called the hit on Pookat because you was jealous and mad at Tootie. So you tried to blame Tootie killing her baby daddy when you was the real culprit behind Pookat. You dirty bitch. Yes, ma'am. You had me fooled. You had me thinking Tootie did it. But Pookat ain't gonna let you take that. You did it. You called the shot on Pookat too, bitch. Oh, the world listening today. Why you still talking? She back home. Just the thing that a killer would say. Or send his little meons to tell it. Get off it here. Why you trying to talk to these people? Because the people need to know. The world need to know that you are threatening the Russell's life. You will. Oh, yes, you will. Like you threatened LaBrittany. Like y'all threatened April Thomas. But April Thomas, even if they was threatening you, you had all the reason to go to the FBI. Because the police wasn't listening. They wasn't listening to your baby daddy when he told the world that Vito did this to his daughter. Yes, ma'am. Y'all got with Crub Robinson to tell a lie on Patrick Starworth and paint a dirty picture that this man was a rapist. He did all these ugly things to your daughter, April Thomas, when you and Vito did this and said it was a mistake. This is what y'all did to this baby, you dirty bitches. So did y'all go in Patrick Starworth's house and get? I'm I'm still trying to figure out how y'all tried to frame. She said, "This not the yellow brick road. We have a brain, heart, and courage." Come on, girl. We got a whole lot of courage and a whole lot of heart and a whole lot of brain. Show ain't the yellow brick road, Miss Dolly, at all. So we got a munchkin in here that they tried to play. Big Mama got a whole lot of brain. I got a whole lot of heart. And I got a whole lot of courage. And Miss Dolly, what we called over here, Big Mama's queens and Big Mama's what? Demon slayers. And we come to slay you, demons. Like Mr. Avondale said, we come to kill you, demon. We come to slay you, demon. Demas, you thought you was gonna get away with all of these crimes, and then you plotted on Carlee, but Big Mama was on your ass. Daniel Lee Jelks. And that concludes what happened to Cupcake, Carlee, Ramondis, Honcho, um, who else? All of them people that I done named that's in the spirit. They calling you out, Daniel Jelks. You killed all of these people. And you thought you was gonna kill Carlee too. But Big Mama was on your ass. Cause we told them. We told the world. It's gonna end two ways. They're gonna bring her home. And I told you at the time, it ain't about a goddamn on government no more. It's about a killer and a kidnapper. And he told his own story. Like he told Cupcake's story, Ramondis' story, Honcho's story, Pookat's story, Tony's story. It's all on YouTube, guys. Cupcake was never raped. They lied to the American people.
I'm not fixing to sit here and go to jail for nobody.
That is what Derek Brown told the police. Because these people are innocent. There's a dirty DA, district attorney. April Thomas calls his name out every time she gets mad. I'm going to call Danny. I'm telling Danny. Truth out today. We got a dirty judge. We got a dirty detective, district attorney by the name of Danny Carr, allegedly, America. Danny Carr went from room to room, and whoever detectives was in that room, because April calls Danny's name all the time. So we got to daggone just think Danny Carr is working with April Thomas and the criminals of Birmingham. For him to go in here and lie on Patrick Stallworth when the toxicology and the motherfucking daggone autopsy reads as such.
Consistent with something pushing against the area or being held down.
This is what these bitches did to Cupcake. Now, mind y'all, the girls in the car must have seen what happened to Cupcake. Because they said she's going to be a pound cake.
Her arm and elbow, which he described as...
Vito, didn't you tell us in the video that somebody got scared and busted Cupcake in the head with something? Let's go back, y'all.
Stallworth's girlfriend saying about her boyfriend, I'll lie on him if you want me to.
April Thomas, this explains why Patrick wasn't allowed to have a public trial. Because you was lying and you was working with these criminals. The criminals of your system and the criminals of the news. Yes, ma'am. Look what you did to your daughter. You helped this man to help hurt your baby. And you talking about an accident and a mistake. Look what y'all did to this baby. And the girl in here telling the damn DAs, I'll lie if y'all want me to on Patrick.
I'm not fixing to sit here and go to jail for nobody.
Now, these people been in jail 3 years, y'all. Carlee's story was going to bring out what happened in Birmingham and set these criminals where they need to be. Behind bars, burning. Fuck even letting them burn. Fucking fry these bitches in an electric chair for what they did to all of these people in Birmingham, Alabama. Listen at what they did to Cupcake McKinney, you guys.
Correct, Collins said. Sergeant Brown also testified Wednesday about the interview with Derica Brown. A portion of that interview shows Stallworth's girlfriend saying about her boyfriend, I'll lie on him if you want me to. I'm not.
proof that these people did not do this. And a dirty detective have been running around here lying on these two innocent people. They got framed for this by April Thomas, Daniel Jelks, Sean Long, or whatever the bitch's name is. Y'all did this to this baby.
Fixing to sit here and go to jail for nobody.
Now, imagine this, y'all.
Dr. Daniels,
Imagine this, y'all. You go with this man, and the system that made you and your man turn against each other with a lie, going back and forth in different rooms, telling each other, she said you did it. No, he said you did it. Well, she said you put your hands on her mouth. Now, America, this is where the corruption comes in at. And the police is involved with all of this shit once you look at it. The police went with the bullshit. Who gave the police the daggone information that Cupcake even got suffocated? Who was able to give that news to the police? Huh? The family of Cupcake McKinney? The mother? Because the mother is the only one that could have gave Carol Robinson any news. Fake news about her baby being asphyxiated. You told the world, April Thomas, your baby was daggone asphyxiated. She was suffocated. And who told that to the news? America. Who told the news that Cupcake was asphyxiated? Because that's not what happened to Cupcake. What happened to Cupcake is right here.
Forensic pathologist with the coroner medical examiner office testified about the decomposing state of Cupcake's body. The decomposing limits, the autopsy guy said. The changes can match.
The fucked up part about all of this is, April Thomas, is you was down for the lies that you gave the news. And you painted this man. This man could be getting raped in jail right now. But do you give a fuck? April Thomas, no, you don't. Because we got to shut up about this. Yes, ma'am. We got to shut up about this. We can't talk about it, y'all. Because if we talk about it, they gonna find us out. Big Mama gonna find us out. So, April Thomas, you gave Carl Robinson fake news. And fake news came to the American people about your baby. See, Vito, you should stay off alive sometimes. Because, see, you gave it up that Carol Robinson was a dirty anchor that gives out fake news. Carol Robinson with your dirty self, allegedly. But we know you're dirty because Vito said he was waiting on you to give you the news to put out here about Anaya being laid up with a man. Yes, ma'am. Vito said he was waiting on Carl Robinson so that he can give Carl Robinson some fake news about a woman that he should not know nothing about. But we clearly heard it from the killer. It's funny that you killers always run back to the scene. Always run back to the scene of the crime. Yes, ma'am. I told y'all Carlee's story was going to bring out everybody else's. Now, Two Guns Vito is trying to pay. Before they gonna put this fake news out here, y'all, about Carlee having mental breakdown, just know the killer gave this news to Carl Robinson to spin to the whole world of America before it gets out here. And the news is fake. And if the goddamn gone Birmingham police allow this news to be told to anybody else in America instead of solving these crimes, Birmingham police look corrupt. And they look like they working with the criminals. And it's just gonna get shoved under the rug like any other one. Like Ramondas, like Tony, like Honcho, like Pookat, Ramonda's Cupcake, everybody swept under the rug. America. Yes, ma'am. America. Big Mama talking to y'all today. All of these crimes belong to two people of Birmingham, Alabama. And we've been watching them die for a couple of months straight. Bing, 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 bing. People been dropping, and they all belong to these two people, or censor their names around these crimes that happened to Angelique, the other baby mama, and the other baby mama. Motive. Motive behind all of this. And y'all all know each other. And when all of this go down, all of y'all going down with the witch, the wicked witch of the Wizard of Oz, which is Daniel Jokes. The wicked witch of the Wizard of Oz. Nigga, I got courage, I got a brain, and I got heart. And I'm going to bring your stinking ass down with your system. All the way down to the fake ass news reporter, Curl Robinson, that gave all this fake ass news around Cupcake McKinney's death. And y'all ran with it. But here's the truth.
Some injuries. Di testified. This is the talking about the autopsy, you guys. Di testified that Cupcake had two small abrasions on her back, as well as abrasions on her back of her arm and elbow, which he described as blunt force injuries. Either she hit something hard or something hard hit her, he said. There was also three abrasions on her left buttocks and cheek in her thigh. The autopsy also showed Cupcake had contusions and bruising on the right side of her forehead, her face, which he said is consistent with something pushing against the area or being held down and pressed against a hard object. All of those injuries, Di said, happened while Cupcake was still alive.
Let's go back to the car chase. We have a whole lot of girls in the car, about three of them. They about to frame the baby daddy now. They about to daggone. They on the road, Carson Road, where Cupcake is being seen. They the only ones on Carson Road that see Cupcake being dropped. These girls in the car. Now we understand why Cupcake has all these bruises. But the police told us the baby was only asphyxiated and that Patrick Stallworth and them, before they get ready to kill this baby, bathed this baby and daggone did her hair. How sway Birmingham police that y'all are crooked and corrupt and y'all worked around this case to lie on these two people. America, FBI, all of this shit is coming to front. Carlee was gonna bring it out about all of the killers in Birmingham, Alabama, and they working together and they laughed in y'all's faces last night. Birmingham police, FBI, the killer played on y'all stupid asses again. Because Birmingham police told us that this baby was only asphyxiated. And how can Birmingham police tell the people that the baby was asphyxiated when they never even had this little girl's body? They never found her until on the 22nd when the killer of Cupcake McKinney, the killers, killed her on the 22nd and told the world on live an innocent child just was hurt. Vito told the world an innocent child just was hurt on the 22nd. So, see, April Thomas, you told the world that your baby was kidnapped on October the 12th, around about 7:26 to be exact. It was daytime outside, April Thomas. hmm You said you let your little girl go to a party that nobody knew this baby at. So y'all conjured up this birthday party to lie on the birthday party. And this little girl never was probably even at the birthday party. They probably fed it another baby thinking it was Cupcake all along. But April, you premeditated your own baby's kidnapping, girl. Yes, ma'am. Because you told the world. You feel like if Cupcake wasn't out there, it still was going to happen. And how could a mother say that about her own precious baby that don't know that her baby going to get kidnapped? How? How could you speak that? And then another thing, if your baby is kidnapped at 7:26, April Thomas, why was you posting yay on Facebook at 8:56, April Thomas? And April Thomas, if your baby was kidnapped at 7:25 to be exact, April Thomas, why did you get in a car with your cousin to go pick up kids when your baby is already missing? April Thomas. Because I'm not get ready to get in nobody's car and my daughter is missing. But now we understand that Cupcake probably never made it to this birthday party. Y'all was walking around until you found something that you could say that your baby came up missing at. See, because April Thomas, you was already tired of your baby a day before. You cried on the 11th all night long. You was tired of your baby. You told it to the Facebook that you needed a break from your baby, April Thomas. And God gave you a big break, didn't he? Yes, ma'am. The world felt sorry for April Thomas when you conjured up this kidnapping on your baby daddy that went wrong. And y'all all in Clubhouse discussing why Vito in jail. No, Nolan was in Montgomery. How could he be with April if he was in Montgomery? It don't matter where Nolan was. Nolan called the hit for the baby to be taken, and Vito took her. Y'all ran us all around the town like y'all been doing Carlee for 3 days, like you did Cupcake. It was a whole week. But when I pulled your ass out in the motherfucking woods that somebody lived by the freeway that did this to Carlee, your motherfucking ass let Carlee go. Because now they're going to be on to your motherfucking ass. They was on their way to your house, bitch. The FBI was on their way to your motherfucking place where you lay your head, where you had this little girl, 25-year-old, and you done spun a narrative now that you want to get to Carol Robinson to tell them that she's crazy. She built this daggone kidnapping around. Get the fuck out of here. We won't listen to nothing Carol Robinson got to tell no more. Because Carol Robinson is a crooked anchor that works with criminals, that lets criminals tell their stories to her, and she tell the story. Now let's go back in here.
Toxicology tests said show Cupcake had trazodone and an antidepressant for which Stalwart says he had prescriptions for sleep. Benadryl.
Okay, here we go with this now. So the kidnappers went in these people's house, y'all. Kidnapper, he's cool now. He a smooth criminal now. They still got Cupcake. She's alive, you guys. Cupcake ain't dead at this point. Once once they arrest Patrick and them, now they got to plant the evidence of this baby in these people's house to make it look like Patrick and them did this to Cupcake when they had Cupcake all along. Because remember, Daddy telling us the father said she was trying to sell the baby back to him, the mother, because they have to get him with this baby. He got to be caught with his own daughter because this was the plan to take him down for his own daughter's deletion, kidnapping, and dumping America. So they send the police on a goose chase so the killers can get out of Dodge with Cupcake. They send the killers over. They send the police over to Dominic's baby mama house, trying to say that that's where they was taking his baby. But all alone, the girls in the car is helping Vito to get away with Cupcake on Carson Road. Isn't it funny how the girl that threw the party for April Thomas for Christmas was a part of the whole kidnapping? She helped the killers to get away with Cupcake. Wherever they was getting whatever they was doing, Cupcake was kidnapped at night, you guys. Not when they said she came up missing with Patrick Stallworth. No, ma'am. Patrick got named in this case because of the neighbors that seen him at the gas station, because the killers had already pegged Patrick out to be framed for this if they don't get blamed for it. hmm That's why Nolan was arrested and let out on bond. The same person that Dad gonna put up the house for Patrick Stallworth is Nolan Moore's stepdad or adopted dad or god dad that owns the Danny Project. See, Patrick and Nolan work together at the Danny Project. That's how they know Patrick, you guys. These criminals are smooth, man. They smooth. Now, why, if Patrick Stallworth was such a pedophile, you guys, would he be working around kids? Wouldn't he be a registered sex offender? See, that's why they couldn't use that shit in his phone on trial because it was planted, just like the spot was planted on the bed. If Cupcake hair was done, there would have been DNA in the brush because there's definitely going to be DNA when people's hair is getting combed. Hello? If Cupcake bathed in that daggone tub or sink, there would have been a ring around Cupcake's tub. Derek and them's tub if she got a bath. But see, you can't fool me with your fake news no more. After Don Vito called out the fake daggone news anchor, Carol Robinson, Carol Robinson did Cupcake's case and told a lot of lies for the killers. Because how the hell did the killers know? Or who even knew that Cupcake was suffocated, which she wasn't? That was a lie. The truth was they beat Cupcake. They dropped Cupcake. They smashed Cupcake. And they did all of this while she was alive. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. April Thomas, you got sick because you seen what happened to your baby. You seen that you were so angry with Cupcake that you really didn't care what they did with your baby. Because you was tired of her anyways. Yes, ma'am. You was tired of your own baby. And you did a dirty trick on your own little baby. And the world needs to know that you working with the criminals and the criminals of the police department to hide what really happened to Cupcake and all these other dead people that your criminal that you hanging up under did it. See, April, you could have got away with this if only you had just not sided with the men that your baby daddy told you did this to your baby and called the FBI because your police was corrupt. But no, you went on ahead with the story And Vito with his big mouth done told on all of y'all. Two Guns, Daniel Jelks, Vito just came out and told the world about Cupcake. First and foremost, Vito, you set the scene when you daggone told the world that the dad owed the plug. Just like you set the scene of Carlee. You trying to set the scene now that she's mental, which we know she's not. She graduated from UAB. She didn't have a mental breakdown. You're a liar. This is what you want to do. This is what you did to Dominic McKinney. You buried you painted a bad picture of this girl. So y'all, if Carl Robinson come out with all of this bullshit, y'all already know Vito gave it to her, and the news is fake. Carlee is not mental. Carlee did not set up her own kidnapping. Carlee is not a mental patient, as Vito is painting Carlee to be. She's a girl who was kidnapped by Two Guns Vito, Daniel Jelks, and his crew. And they played another terrible, dirty game on America for 3 days. He kidnapped Carlee on his birthday because he was so angry at Cole. He wanted to kill the guy that Cole was messing with. But instead, he took his anger out on an innocent girl that was coming home from work and had her kidnapped. This is sad. And now Vito is trying to get with Carl Robinson for her to put this fake ass news out about this girl being mental in the bed with her boyfriend in a hotel for 3 days while the world is worried about Carlee. Daniel Jelks wants to spin a narrative that Carlee is retarded or slow. She don't got no sense. She went into a mental breakdown. This is the narrative that he spins to all of y'all that follow him about his crimes that he do to people. America. And until they get Daniel Jelks, his crew, and Nolan off of Birmingham streets going to continue to lose people, lose family members, lose babies, lose grandmothers, planting in the yard, shooting around folks, calling hits. Daniel Jelks calls these hits, and people go do it because he pay them. Yes, ma'am. So, America, no more fake news from Carol Robinson because nothing was wrong with Carlee, but she was coming home from her job and was kidnapped by Daniel Jelks and some of his crew to play a dirty trick on us like they did with Cupcake McKinney to frame an innocent person like her boyfriend. They're trying to paint a narrative on why this girl was kidnapped. Daniel Jelks. Yes, ma'am. Daniel Jelks. Sad. This is what he did to Dominic McKinney. This is what he did to about Ramondas. Every time he do something, he go live about it, y'all. He laughed in the police's face. Him, Cole, and anybody that drove him up there to laugh in America's face, y'all, at UAB Hospital. The criminal came out in our faces and laughed at us after they let her go. Well, America, we've been bamboozled, and they're going to try to spin a narrative from Daniel Jones' mouth that Carlee was in a mental breakdown and all of that other bullshit. But we know now that Carol Robinson spins fake news. She gave fake news around Cupcake McKinney. And Patrick Stallworth is being in jail. Hopefully he's in protective custody. Because Cupcake McKinney never was raped. and they lied on this man. Daniel Jelks and April Thomas lied on Patrick Stallworth. Here's the toxicology. Here's the toxicology of Cupcake McKinney.
And methamphetamines in her system. Benadryl, he said, is used as a cutting agent.
That's what Patrick Stallworth said to the lady or whoever is cross examining him. That Benadryl is a cutting agent
Yep, that's what it's for.
with an elixir
Sativa.
drug.
Sativa.
So they gave this baby methamphetamine and an elixir drug, which was like lean, some type of syrup. Some type of syrup. Ah, promethazine or some shit they saying. But anyways, y'all know babies drink sweet stuff. And if she had meth in her system, how did she get it? Was it a chunk of it? Was it in liquid form? Cause how? But listen, she drank all of this stuff. Cause Patrick Starworth would never have to take a baby to the store to go get her candy, you guys. And this is what the daggone little girl of Sean said the police told them. Said that the killer of Cupcake McKinney talked to Sean's daughter and told her, "We don't want you. We want Cupcake." Now, why would Patrick not take both girls? Because this one can tell on him. So why not take both kids? Because it wasn't meant for Sean's daughter. And Sean is a part of this too, y'all. It was meant for Dominic McKinney, not April Thomas, because she put the kidnapping together on her daughter that went wrong. Now listen, y'all.
With Alik's drugs.
So y'all gave this baby an elixir drug,
They put it in. They
codeine.
cleaned it off.
Y'all tried to daggone take her out of her pain before y'all was gonna inflict all of the stuff that y'all did to her by beating her. See, when them girls seen y'all doing that in that car, Cupcake was being did in when them girls seen y'all wrap her up in that blanket. And it seems that y'all all seen what happened to Cupcake and y'all keeping it a hush hush. It's called the Cupcake Oath. Promise not to tell nobody. Y'all all took the oath, even the cousin. Don't tell. Snick, stick, what is it? Stick a needle in my eye. I hope to die. I promise to God, cross my heart, hope to die. Stick a needle in my eye. Y'all took that oath, then none of y'all would tell it. That's why the mother couldn't get a picture of her baby on her arm, what real mothers would do on a kidnapping of their child. We want to see our baby on our arm. But April Thomas made sure that she kept this thing going about a birthday party that never daggone your baby never even was at. Y'all searched around till y'all found that party. To throw that party. Y'all wanted this thing to go worldwide like y'all wanted Carlee to go worldwide because y'all broke asses need a little bit of money. Y'all know the city was gonna put up money, going with all these GoFundMe's, all of this stuff was gonna go worldwide, and y'all was a part of it all. Cause guess what? We could call in and tell them her leads on where she at. Just a lead on where Carlee would have been, would have gave y'all that money that the city put up for her. Yes, ma'am. And y'all was gonna split it between all ways but Big Mama. fucked up y'all's kidnapping on Carlee. Big Mama said, let them hear y'all conspiring on Carlee about how y'all was gonna do her. And Big Mama kept on you, if y'all do her like that, then y'all know the killers is in Clubhouse. hmm Boy, boy, boy. But let's hear the fact that Patrick never raped your baby, April Thomas. You dirty dog. This man could be getting raped in jail because of your lie, bitch.
Again, Di said evidence indicate Cupcake was alive when she ingested the drugs. Di said he could not say what effect the drug had on Cupcake, but concluded methamphetamines and trazodone are part of the reason she's dead.
So why did we get bamboozled that Cupcake was asphyxiated? Birmingham police. Because the FBI is going to get on this case. Soon as they put all this shit together. Some of y'all gonna lose y'all jobs. Cause y'all lied with the news. Y'all told all these lies. And now we get right here Vito lie about Carlee being laid up with her man. This is story that he's telling everybody. But let's listen to the fact that Cupcake never was raped. But this is the narrative that the news and everybody lied to us about.
Under cross examination, Di acknowledged that there were no genital or anal injuries to Cupcake. You guys hear what I just said? Di acknowledged that there was no genital or anal injuries to Cupcake, nor any evidence found around her mouth area to indicate sexual abuse or trauma.
Proof again, the police, the system, and April Thomas, Vito, Nolan, Sean lied on Patrick Stallworth. Y'all lied and said this little girl was raped, and this little girl was never tampered with. America, people. Again, we've been bamboozled by the system. Y'all put the date of Cupcake being dead on the day that the killers told y'all Cupcake died. Yes, ma'am. The day that y'all found Cupcake is the day that the killer said she just was hurt. And how would Vito know Cupcake was going to be hurt like that? You said an innocent child just was hurt. How would Vito know that? How would you know what time, day to say an innocent child just was hurt? Again, you did hurt her. Y'all beat her. Y'all beat her. Y'all dropped her. Y'all, she had contusions and abrasions. Yes, ma'am. And again, she was never raped.
You guys hear what I just said? Di acknowledged that there was no genital or anal injuries to Cupcake, nor any evidence found around her mouth area to indicate sexual abuse or trauma. Testi-
So y'all sit here and y'all lied on this man and this woman. That this woman suffocated this baby. They did all this sexual shit to her. Birmingham police in America. They lied on Patrick Stallworth and y'all hear it with your own ears. Patrick Stallworth did not touch Cupcake. Patrick Stallworth never was in the ciphers of Cupcake. Daniel Jelks was in the ciphers of Cupcake, along with the mother, to be able to spin this terrible story of two innocent people being bought out of their houses when April Thomas already had her baby, She had her baby. The daddy told us April had her baby, and she tried to sell the baby back to him. So, April Thomas, w- we know what you did to your baby with Vito. The truth is coming out through Carlee's story, Ramonda's story, Honcho's story, Pooh's story, Tony's story, the other little girl named Carlee story, Anaya Blanchard's story, all different people, but the same crime. Kidnapped, tortured, and dumped like trash. Show Stilo, bruh. You, April Thomas, set up a kidnapping that went wrong. And boy, look at all the ones you done got away with and all the people that helped you. You're going to have to tell on them. They all going to tell on you. And April Thomas, you involved too. You involved too. See, y'all should have told Vito, shut his motherfucking mouth. Because Vito, you made me look at you the whole time. That's why you mad at Big Mama. Yes, ma'am. Because Big Mama know what you did in 2019, 2017, 2018, 2020, 2023. Yes, sir. Because the spirits don't lie. You got all these people in the spirit telling their story. And it came through you kidnapping Carlee with your retarded ass. To let us know that it was you. A 3-year-old baby. Kid, Cupcake was 3. You used a 3-year-old baby for a decoy. And when I realized, where's the mother out of a 3-year-old that done let that baby be out on the freeway? We still want to see the munchkin. Or we want to use we want to know where the little kid is that you used as a decoy to sit out there to get this supposedly girl from the freeway. Because you clearly told the story for Carlee. You set a dumb fucking story out here for Carol Robinson to put out to the world that a baby, y'all sick. And Carol, I can't believe that you would even work with criminals like this. Carol, you should have thought, how can these people give me this information if they not the killer or got something to do with it? But you just as slow as these people, Carol. Because you working with these criminals to tell all these lies to us. To get us to believe that two innocent people turned on each other as a man and woman, as a boyfriend and girlfriend, over a crime they didn't even do. Because Carol Robinson worked with the criminals. Birmingham worked with the criminals, FBI. We got a district attorney that's dirty. We got a dirty news anchor that works with the daggone criminals. You'll never know, will you, bitch? Shut your fucking mouth and goodbye. Bitch, you'll never know, will you? Goodbye, bitch. Everybody listening, but your dumb, retarded ass gonna come in here and say some shit like this. Vito did it, you stupid bitch. Don't you see? He been watching Big Mama so he can know what the next play is. You dumb bitch. If I hadn't have been talking, Carlee would be dead right now because that was their plan to gut her. But I put everybody on the daggone game that the killer was in Birmingham. I mean, the killer is in Birmingham, but he's also on Clubhouse telling his story as we go. So you got to bring the killer out. When I put Vito in that woods by a freeway, Vito knew the FBI was coming to that house because now she done led the people to where the killer is off that freeway. Somebody live in that house. The mile markers made a difference. And I can't wait till they dad gonna find out who all played a part in this. Hope it wasn't you, Cole. Hope it wasn't you, Big Day. Hope it wasn't you, April and Sean. Cause y'all definitely a part of these crimes. And April Thomas, just because you ride with Vito, you going down with him. With that being said, y'all, thank God Carlee's back. But now we on the search for a criminal, a serial killer, and a kidnapper, serial kidnapper. All right, y'all have a blessed day. This Sunday definitely is a blessed Sunday to know that Carlee made it back safe. So now there's eyes on this criminal that put a 3-year-old out on the freeway, supposedly. And if I get anything else before the day is over, I will be back. America, good day.